One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. The Huskers will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Iowa State's offense will take the first swing of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They want to run it left here. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Gets rid of it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Cyclones will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Cornhuskers offense will go to work for the first time today. And, Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover him, take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jackson. Touchdown, Cyclones! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They're going to run it, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wants to fire on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
To throw, it's Beck. Running to Green. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Fires left. It's caught. Wide open spaces. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty, and they're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
The give from the gun. Got the first down and more. The Cyclones get it past the sticks. The Cyclones coming off a program record for wins, their second-best poll finish ever, and who could forget that Pop-Tart Bowl victory over Miami. Matt Campbell continues to have the Clones turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Raiola. Gets it out quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Just searching and working for the running move as he gets it out to the 26. The Cornhuskers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll throw on third and short. Fires to the big fella. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Key. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it set up on the outside. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pulls it in. It's key. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Looking for a huge play. Grabs it inside the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, Nebraska! Excellent pass by the back on the option. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 20. Yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan. They are executing beautifully.
Complete to the right. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Pulls it in, it's Sauer. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here comes the option. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And the Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. The screen, and watch out. Across the 25, he's got room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Iowa State. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On the snap, it's Johnson. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Using the quick game. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to throw on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The Big Ten schedule sort of ate these guys up last year. They're looking for a better performance this time around.
Yeah, and it eats a lot of people up, obviously being such a tough conference. But if you look at the way you start the season, a lot of times, man, that's what...
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
In the red area, it's Johnson. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Sowell. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Beck saved his best for last in 2024. 4 touchdowns to seal a classic Pop-Tart Bowl win. Unfrosted, still better. This year he's going to have to get used to some new receivers, and they're going to need some guys to step up, David.
Unfrosted, absolutely not better first. That was blasphemous. You should never get away with that again. But Rocco Beck, he had a great, solid season. Came up in the clutch when they really needed him down the stretch of games. Another year in the system. Interested to see what the Cyclones can do now.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Townsend. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up 14 over Northern Illinois. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He rifles one deep to the left. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. There's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling on until they find an answer.
The give on the option. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Jackson. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Third down and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Townsend. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already...
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Little touch pass to the receiver. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up.
He's loose. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. And the Cyclones, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Right back to the well. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get... Third and shorts, and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Trying to barrel in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones. That's his 3rd. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama.